Thank you very much, Halifa, for agreeing to do this interview. Firstly, we just want to know, as one of the sponsors of the National IGF, why do you feel that it's necessary to sponsor this event? And then, what impact do you think holding an IGF in the Gambia will have on our economy, especially the ICT sector?
Thank you very much, Hadija. My name is Khalifa Fal. I'm the CEO of KMF Technologies and the founder of Zoom Wireless, which provides internet services in the Gambia. The national IGF is really important because we've seen that internet is a necessity for every Gambian or every human being in this planet, and we feel like there are a lot of governance things that we can put in place that can make it seamless for the operators and also to deliver services that are worthwhile and cheap and affordable to the end users. So this is why as a company we feel that it is important to be a part of this. Even better, we had the national IGF last week, and this week we have the West Africa IGF, which really brings everything to our doorstep, where a lot of issues are discussed, which deals with the fact of infrastructure development, infrastructure sharing, how can we provide services to the end user and get it cheaper, where it can be cheaper than 2% of their salary. These are all important aspects of governance for the internet and definitely is a necessity, and we want to use this as a catalyst for the development of Africa.
Okay, one of the themes you spoke about infrastructure, and one of the themes of this year's West Africa IGF is access and infrastructure. As a service provider, what are some of the things you want to see in place?
What we want to see in place is that the harmonization of policies. Government really should work very closely with private sector to be able to ensure that one service delivery is accessible. Certain infrastructure projects are very capital intensive, and also looking at the payback period for certain institutions, it might not be worthwhile, or it might not give results. So what we see is that if government intervenes and creates policies that can help drive down infrastructure costs, then it goes down to the end user and makes it more affordable. So this is very important.
Okay. And also, as a service provider, next year we'll be holding another national IGF. What are some of the recommendations you will make to the committee that we can do that?
Actually, that's a good question. We're just about launching our services. Um, at this stage, most of the issues that we face is mostly access and maybe some barriers to entry. I think these are legitimate things that we feel like if there's more access and there's less barriers to entry, and government harmonizing certain policies to make sure to help service delivery, not only delivery but reliability. We've seen that in the Gambia we had a blackout on the 7th. The internet was down for 9 hours. This is unacceptable, and these are things that we have to work collectively with government and the private sector to ensure that these are the things that we work on, the legitimate things. This market can only be grown or nurtured by having these most critical things. Remember, the internet now is the national critical infrastructure, we should say, because without the internet, a lot of the entire economy, I can say, would be down because banks wouldn't work, telecoms wouldn't work, and everything would be at a standstill. So maybe by the time we get to the next IGF, there will be other things that as along the way would learn, and that we feel like can also we can add value by giving our advice and our expertise and experience to the government and to the nation as a whole.
Yesterday, one of the government stakeholders, I will put you on the spot here, said that will private sector are always saying that okay, government should do A, B, and C and D, but they want to see stakeholders, especially service providers, to bring something also on the table. So, what do you have to say to that? What can, as a private sector partner?
I totally agree because I feel like to get the internet to where it is supposed to be is not only the private sector, it's not only government, it's not only the regulator, it's not only the consumer. So it's all these different stakeholders need to come together to find out what are the challenges, what are the requirements. Okay, if we want government to give us maybe certain to give us certain incentives to operate, we also have to take it upon us to ensure that the end user benefits from whatever policy the government is implementing in our favor, so that this can help. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't trickle down to the end user, then it is not fair. Then we keep asking government for things, and then government provides it, and then we don't give it to the end user. Also, for each stakeholder, there's the other way around. Also, for government, sometimes we ask for certain things because it's difficult, and government drags its feet. It doesn't help. So we all have to work together to be able to harmonize. How what are the things we want? What are the most critical? How are we going to ensure that there are deliverables, there are things that we can quantify and say, okay, because of this policy, the internet price has gone down by $500. That is what we want to see.
Yeah.
So I do agree with him.
Oh, fair enough. Thank you very much, Halifa.
Thank you. All right.
That was good.
Were you here?